Hi guys, welcome back to next episode of Director's Chair. Today we're looking at The Pretty World of Gary Marshall, so let's get into it. Welcome back to next episode of Director's Chair. To what directors today we're talking about Gary Marshall, and before I do, don't forget to subscribe and click on the algorithm. So today I'm going to go through all the movies he directed. I'm going to go through them. Now before I start, I'm only going to do the movies he's directed. I'm not going to go through the acting roles he's done, and I think video games, I'm not going to go for them, so I'm just going to go through the movies. So I'll start. So 1982, we had Young Doctors in Love, which is a comedy film directed by Gary Marshall's first movie. It spoofs a variety of medical shows, in particular General Hospital, and has many guest stars from ABC soap operas. And it stars Michael McKean, Sean Young, Hector Elizondo, Harry Dean Stanton, Patrick Macnee, and Dabney Coleman, and also Debbie Moore, one of her early film roles. It made $30 million on a $7 million budget. And I don't know if I haven't seen this movie. I don't know if it's good or not. So, then in 1984 we had The Flamingo Kid, which is a romantic comedy film, and it stars Matt Dillon, Michael Crenna, Hector Elizondo, and Jessica Walter. And it made $23.8 million, $10 million budget. And it was the first one to receive a PG-13 rating, although it was the fifth to be released with the rating after Red Dawn, The Woman in Red, Dreamscape, and Dune. And Marissa Tomei made her big screen debut with a minor role in the film. Then in 1986 we had Nothing in Common, which was a comedy drama film, and it starred Tom Hanks, Jackie Gleason, Eva Marie Saint, Hector Elizondo, Barry Corbin, and Bess Armstrong. It made $32.3 million, $12 million budget, and it starred Jackie Gleason in his final film role. Gleason died less than a year after the film's release. The film was not considered a big financial success on the initial release, though it became more popular as Hanks' fame grew. It became by some to be a pivotal role in Hanks' career because it was marketed. His transition from less developed comedic roles to leads in more serious stories, and many critics also praised Gleason's performance. Then in 1987 we had Overboard, which was a romantic comedy film. It starred Goldie Hawn, Kurt Russell, Edward Herrmann, and Katherine Helmond, and Roddy McDowall, and it made $26.7 million, $22 million budget, and it received mixed reviews. It was a box office success. Overall, it's considered a classic by some and has been remade several times. In 1982, it was adapted into Indian film. In 2006, it was adapted to South Korean television series, and in 2018, it was remade with Anna Faris and Eugenio Derbez in reverse roles. And so, yeah. Then in 1988, we had Beaches, which is a comedy drama film. It's based on a novel of the same name by Iris Rainer Dart. It stars Bette Midler and Barbara Hershey. It made $57 million, $20 million budget. It also starred Merritt Balick, John Hurt, James Reed, Spalding Gray, and Lane Kazan. In 1990, we had Pretty Woman, which was a romantic comedy film, and it starred Richard Gere, Julia Roberts, Hector Elizondo, Ralph Bellamy in his final film performance, Laura San Giacomo, and Jason Alexander. And it made $463.4 million, a $40 million budget. And it received mixed reviews from critics upon release, but widespread praise was directed towards Roberts' performance. It was the highest number of ticket sales in the US ever for a romantic comedy. It was the fifth highest grossing film of all time, behind only E.T., Star Wars, Indiana Jones, and Lost Crusade, Jaws. It was also the highest grossing R-rated film released by Walt Disney Studios, holding a record 34 years until Marvel Studios' Deadpool and Wolverine surpassed in 2024. I think this is probably my favorite Gary Marshall film. Then in 1991 we had Frankie and Johnny, which was a romantic comedy film, and It starred Al Pacino and Michelle Pfeiffer in their first film together since Scarface, Hector Elizondo, Nathan Lane, and Kate Nelligan. And the title is a reference to traditional American popular song Frankie and Johnny. And it made $67 million, $29 million budget. It received generally favorable reviews. Then in 1994, we had Exit Eden, which was a comedy thriller film. And it's based on a novel with the same name by Anne Rice. It starred Dana Delaney, Paul Mercurio, Eman, Stuart Wilson, Hector Elizondo, Rosie Dawson, and Dan Aykroyd. It made $6.8 million on $25 to $30 million budget. Then in 1996 we had Dear God, which is a comedy film, and it stars Greg Kinnear, Laurie Metcalf, Maria Pitillo, Tim Conway, Roscoe Lee Brown, John Sider, and Hector Elizondo. It made $7 million on $22 million budget. The song of the title by Midge Ure was used in the film's theatrical trailer and then the film itself. Then in 1999 we had The Other Sister, which was a romantic comedy drama film which starred Juliette Lewis, Diane Keaton, Tom Skerritt, and Giovanni Ribisi. It made $27.8 million, $35 million budget. Then also in 1999 we had The Runaway Bride, which was a screwball romantic comedy film, and it starred Julia Roberts, Richard Gere, Joan Cusack, Hector Elizondo, Rita Wilson, and Paul Dooley. It made $39.5 million, $70 million budget. And it was the second film to co-star Gere and Roberts following Pretty Woman. It received generally negative from critics, but was a commercial success. In 2001, we had The Princess Diaries, which was a coming-of-age comedy film. It's based on the novel of the same name by Meg Cabot, and it's done Anne Hathaway, Hector Elizondo, Heather Matarazzo, Mandy Moore, Caroline Goodall, Robert Schwartzman, and Julie Andrews. It made $165.3 million, $26 million budget. It received mixed reviews from critics for its plot and themes, Hathaway's performance, and was widely praised by film critics. And 2004 we had Raising Helen, which was a comedy drama film, and it starred Kay Hudson, John Corbett, Joan Cusack, Hayden Panettiere, Spencer Breslin, and Helen Mirren. It made $49.7 million, $50 million budget. Then also in 2004 we had The Princess Diaries 2 Royal Engagement, which was a romantic comedy film, and it starred Anne Hathaway, Heather Matarazzo, John Rhys Davies, Hector Elizondo, and Julie Andrews. It had $134.7 million, $45 million budget. Unlike the first film, Walt Disney Pictures, this film is not based on any of the books, and a sequel to The Princess Diaries 2001. It received mixed reviews as sequels in development. Then in 2007 we had Georgia Rule, which is a comedy drama film, and it starred Jane Fonda, Lindsay Lohan, Felicity Huffman, Dermot Mulroney, Carrie Ells, Garrett Hedlund. It made $25 million, $20 million budget. It received negatives from critics, but the lead cast, Fonda, Lohan, and Huffman, was praised for their performances. Then in 2010 we had Valentine's Day, which was a romantic comedy film. It's the ensemble cast: Jessica Alba, Kathy Bates, Jessica Biel, Bradley Cooper, Eric Dane, Patrick Dempsey, Hector Elizondo, Jamie Foxx, Jennifer Garner, Topher Grace, Anne Hathaway, Ashton Kutcher, Queen Latifah, Taylor Lautner, George Lopez, Shirley MacLaine, Emma Roberts, Julia Roberts, and Taylor Swift. It made $216.5 million, $52 million budget. It received negative reviews, but was a box office success. And it was also Taylor Swift's no acting debut. And then in 2011 we had New Year's Eve, which is a romantic comedy film. I thought Halle Berry, Jessica Biel, John Boy Jovi, Abigail Breslin, Chris Luda, Chris Bridges, Robert De Niro, Josh Duhamel, Zac Efron, Hector Elizondo, Katherine Heigl, Ashton Kutcher, Seth Meyers, Liam Mitchell, Sarah Michelle Sarah Jessica Parker, Michelle Pfeiffer, Till Schweiger, Harry Swank, and Sofia Vergara. And $142 million, $56 million budget, and received negative reviews. And in 2016, we had Mother's Day, which is a romantic comedy film. It stars Jennifer Aniston, Kate Hudson, Shay Mitchell, Julia Roberts, Jason Sudeikis, Britt Robinson, Timothy Olyphant, Hector Alexander, and Jack Whitehall. And made $40.8 million, $25 million budget. And it was panned by critics. And sadly, Gary Marshall will pass away on July 19, 2016, age of 81, making Mother's Day his final film. And it also marks the final appearance of his sister Penny before her death in December 2016. So even though he's gone, his movies are famous, they are iconic, and they will stand the test of time. So guys, thank you much for my video. I'll see you next time. Bye.